Welcome to the Triple Barrel Podcast.
Okay, bet. So
Hey, are we recording?
We are recording.
We're recording.
When do we start?
Let's announce it.
Are we recording? Yes?
We're recording.
Okay, bet.
recording.
Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about?
We weren't paying attention.
Indians. Basically, all that yoga shit.
Not Native American. We're talking dot heads.
Right. That's racist.
And you can't say kike.
That is exclusively racist.
Yeah, Indians. All their shit works, bro. Even though like some of them are like some of the culture is kind of weird, but that yoga shit works.
Right, yeah, that's what we were talking about beforehand.
Yeah, yoga.
Yoga is actually fucking helping. Like,
or they got
the disc.
They got the fucking book for fucking the Kama Sutra is definitely Indian. You know what I'm saying? Like they do some good work.
Yeah, I mean, but doesn't a lot of people? Everybody does that, right?
It is what has like their own
has their own things.
No, I think the Kama Sutra has been like what most of that shit is based on. Like if there's a culture that has like a fuck book or whatever, you know, like it's based on the Kama Sutra. Minus Christianity, where it's a missionary position. I'm sure it's the only one.
I really need to take a shower.
What? Dirty motherfucker,
especially after thinking about Kama Sutra.
No, well, I was telling John, your boy went and did some things, and we've been at my dad's like camp thing, like deer camp, and I haven't taken a shower.
Got back now, right?
What?
You just got back from last night.
Back.
Now.
Yeah.
What did you end up doing last night? Like, have you slept at all or anything like that, or?
Yeah. What? I didn't do meth, motherfucker.
The way you were talking, you were like out doing some shit all night, and you like just showed up, and you're like, I need a shower. I just need something, you know?
Oh no, I was just in that thing. And
he was fucking.
I haven't been I was fucking all weekend, and I haven't taken a shower yet.
He was fucking in a cabin out in the woods where deers are hunted.
Like a real man.
He's a fucking dirty boy right now. He needs a fucking shower.
Yeah, it's fucked though.
Gotta wash that dick, bro.
My dad just bought that mattress, and
you nutted all over it?
I mean, no.
Oh, damn. Hope your pops don't hear this episode. God damn it.
So that was a super convincing no.
Yeah. No, there's a little stain on the mattress.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's like, we OxyCleaned it.
Change the sheets, you'll be all right.
Yeah.
Well, I brought my own sheets to try to avoid that problem. Still went through the sheets.
Yeah, have you guys ever had that problem where like your cum like fucking like stains like an article of clothing or something like that?
Usually not after a wash.
I've had my shit actually bleach some shit before.
Yo, y'all want to hear about something crazy?
Too much.
Yeah, go ahead.
So last night I was hanging out with the Will Loden and the Highwaymen, the fucking comedians from Houston, and they told me. So we were talking about the P&H and blah 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 blah. Oh, also Ross Turner was there, right? And old boy was telling me that who were we talking about? We were talking about Tattoo Face Man from the P&H.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
When he said the man's had a hard life, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at one point in time in his youth, because old boy don't look it, but he's like 55 or some shit.
Yeah.
Right? At one point in time in his youth, old boy was the cum cleaner upper at a what do you call it? A Jack Shack. So folks would go in there and
a Jack Shack. What is that? Is that like
a porn house, like an old school porn house?
Yeah. I thought you were thinking like a stop and go brothel. No, you mean like they were showing movies?
Yeah. And and so he would like squeegee up all the cum because you had to get it up. You can't damage the floor, and so he like squeegee it all into a corner, and then it'd collect and get hard, and then you just pick up the one piece, and it'd be called.
Pick up? Wait, like he'd pick up?
Look, I'm hearing this third hand, okay, not from the main guy. I'm hearing it from somebody else. So he's telling his version of the story. All right, and I'm telling you a less clearer version of the story. This is a game of telephone with stories, right? But what do he call it? He'd call it
Yeah, he actually just worked there for a day and didn't touch any of the cum.
It's it turns out he loved it and he did it for free afterwards.
Floor jerky or some shit. I don't know what he called it.
Jerky?
It was a crazy name, and I was like, dog, it just burned in my memory the fact that this man was that dude. Like, I know him. He's a big, very stoic, scary looking dude. that dude was doing that. That don't really make no fucking sense.
Yeah,
right?
it does.
I guess people were down and out, like.
Yeah, I mean, fuck,
Holy
if that's
shit.
like the job you can get.
What the hell kind of debt did he owe? Like,
But also, out of all the jobs that I could get, I wouldn't take that job.
no, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
like there's a lot of things you could do before you do that.
I'd
you
go
know?
do-
Like
Dishwasher.
janitor,
I go-
regular janitor.
You go dishwasher.
You go regular janitor.
Regular janitor.
Still scrubbing toilets, but it's not cum.
Like, cleaning out foreclosed homes. I've scrubbed plenty of shitty toilets. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. We all poop, but
yeah.
but cum is a very intimate moment where this dude.
Especially when there's again like this imagining this.
Let's
scene
move
of,
on.
like,
Let's move on from the cum, guys. I'm sorry for bringing it up. I'm sorry, Dylan. Your imagination's gonna go wild.
it really is. Like,
I don't need that on camera right now.
I'm just like imagining like different brands of cum jerky that he's like selling in flavors and shit.
Oh,
now.
stop! I wanted to stop the conversation before we got there, bro. Now you're selling cum jerky
Yeah,
in different flavors.
it's got smoked
stop it.
paprika.
Shark
Stop
Tank,
it.
all original.
Stop it. Look, mention Shark Tank. We were talking about Howard Hughes earlier, right? And how he invented, Howard Hughes Sr., how he invented the triple drill bit for oil drilling. Now, I was thinking that's basically what old boy did was he sold shovels during the gold rush, right? It was like, there's a tool everybody needs. I'm going to make it and become rich off of that. Fuck finding the oil itself because I don't need to do that.
Yeah.
I just need to get rich. So.
Like a LabCorp is doing that right now with the swabs going up your nose.
Say that again?
LabCorp is doing that right now with the swabs that are going up your nose.
Oh, the COVID tests.
Yeah.
They're making a
selling
shit
shovels, selling swabs.
Exactly. Shout out to that, right?
Face masks.
They're just face masks is a fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, but even you remember how people were like community people were like, oh yeah, we can't work, so my wife will make face masks and I'll sell them. Right? It was like, look how quickly that shit stopped for regular people when like the major manufacturers and businesses started pumping out their own custom masks because there wasn't a market for it, but now there was.
Yeah.
And they just start putting it out, and it basically killed that small hustle that was there. I'm not saying it's not there still, but like
They just got to charge way more for what they're doing.
yeah, which is you could be broken busy. Shout out to Jackson.
Right.
I'm real like surprised that we haven't like really seen because like. The pressures of COVID is like actually happening. You know what I'm saying? People are shutting down businesses. Like I was telling last night, we was at a spot and the cops showed up like at 10:05. Like the place closed at 10. At 10:05, the police were in there.
This is like a commercial venue, not like a house or something.
Yeah,
like that.
commercial venue.
Yeah. This is a bar.
The bar, right? And so it's like, fuck.
It's crazy. Someone probably called them. That's the fucking bullshit with that stuff.
Oh yeah, it's probably somebody snitching. I guarantee you. You know what I'm saying? Because like, why would the fucking
bitch?
Oh, bro,
for real, like,
I don't get the it's really just hating. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to get it. It's
you don't have to participate. You know what I mean? Like,
well, that's the whole point of hating, though, bro. Like,
that is so true.
Yeah, it's like you don't have to you don't understand it because you're not the type of dude, but it's simply hating. It's jealousy or why he got that or how's his business popping. He got all type of people in there, blah, 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 Yeah. And then
I feel like I have better things to worry about.
Well, that's because you're focused on your own shit.
Right.
Right. All right. Because it's like.
Except you have a troll account. Never forget.
That's fun too.
Never forget.
Look, I just know he's like a
trenchant pension. If you ever want some shit on Twitter.
Wow.
You plugged it.
You plugged it, right?
I don't give a fuck, man. I swear. Like I use that shit.
He's Kyle Broflovski's dad in South Park. That episode when you told me you had that, I was like, I know a person who is this now, which is crazy. I didn't know it was this close. I didn't know it was you, Dylan.
See, like I
this
feel like,
close to me. You're a troll guy.
I feel like there's a lot more people that are actually doing it. They're just not admitting it to it. You know?
Of course, that's the whole point.
Like,
that's the
like,
thing, though.
Fuck it. Who gives a shit? You know? It's a troll account. Like it's not going to stop trolling. You know?
I know.
Yeah,
you're right.
I know, but
I just didn't
still...
think you would be the guy. I'm just being honest. It's like, all my niggas is
fun, man.
All my a straight arrow. They're you know what I'm saying. They're good. They do good business. But nah, I got one of my homies lurking in the background, tapping.
Hey, let me go ahead and preface this by saying I still do good business. There's just nothing wrong with an alter ego for you to be able to put your shit out on.
Right.
You know.
You lurk.
You're talking about
internet.
rappers and shit like that. You can say
we're
anything
just
with
fucking
that.
with you,
know.
Dylan.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying.
He's like, let me defend myself though, real quick.
like just for a second, I feel like I'm being attacked as a troll.
You are.
Which I guess, yeah.
Yeah,
still,
trolls
I don't think
under bridges.
I don't think
I control my troll.
I will say this, like, I'm not, I mean, I'm going to make fun of you for it, but I don't know, dude. Like, I don't think, is that a healthy thing? You know, are troll accounts healthy for society?
That's, I mean, so like, I would say yeah. No. You know, I mean, so wait, so by that same aspect is
I would say,
and I'm not talking about as in like a comedy. Like if you're doing like a comedy troll account where you're like just like making jokes,
like Joe Biden's dog. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Like basically that's what I do. Like I don't sit there actually try to like, you know, like manipulate information.
Yeah, like, but I'm talking about the troll accounts that like people like create to go make like hateful comments.
You're saying like the quote unquote Russian
like that dude that white dude that got caught being the black dude.
Yeah, and then he hired the black guy to actually act like the black guy. Yeah.
What?
He created an account for a black dude.
Yeah.
He was a white dude, and that he hired that black dude as an actor because he was an actor to play that character and to do videos, but he would do all the tweeting. And he said, and he forgot to switch accounts, and so he got caught saying, "I am a proud black man" or some shit. And
from
it was from his white,
his main account.
Yeah, from his, and he was a prominent figure, I think, in some sort of
which
like
one, the black
local
version,
politics somewhere.
The black version or the white version of the guy?
I'm trying to find
the white version.
I got you.
But the black version, he was also like he was like an actor that like there was some shit about him.
Huh.
And you're like, what?
That's crazy.
It's
dude.
like they teamed up to do some fuckery.
Right. The double troll.
Oh, but it was really funny because like the black guy didn't pop up until after it had already been like found out that the white guy was like trying to pretend to be a black guy.
Yeah.
So it was like he found out and then like searched around to try to find an actor to just fit this profile. And then he found it.
Oh, so he backtracked. Found the dude.
Specifically, it was I'm a black gay guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
Even crazier.
Wow.
Yeah. It was Dean Browning, Republican politician and former congressional candidate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dean Browning out here doing the fucking deep troll account. Fuck.
They say so. Yeah. And
why the fuck would you do that?
And his thing was regarding the tweet that is going viral. I was quoting a message that I received earlier this week from a follower. Sorry if the context was not clear.
Oh my god, that's bullshit.
Oh my god.
I gotta find the actual tweet that it was. Let me see. There it is, right here. Dean Browning, and it's actually in response to somebody else too.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Right.
It's a comment.
Right. He says, "I'm a black gay guy, and I can personally say that Obama did nothing for me. My life was changed a little bit. And it was for the worse. Everything is so much better under Trump, though. I feel respected, which I never do when the Democrats are involved." I did say Democrats.
I mean, that is such propaganda. I mean, like it's such horse shit.
From Dean Browning, PA, verified. You know, it's like the actual legislator.
How long ago was this?
This was
3 weeks ago?
November 10th, 2020.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
That's what our politicians are.
Yeah. Right. They troll accounting out here.
Right. So
He's a gay black,
the fact that anybody believes him.
He's a gay black man.
But so that's my point. They're out here doing these troll accounts and shit like that. And I mean, at least I'm doing it just for entertainment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing it
but
to
you're
try to get
still
over
in that.
on someone.
You're still in that subgroup.
That is true.
And
I may have to reevaluate my thought process.
Yeah, because Dean Browning's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
he's also a gay black man.
I'm definitely putting my.
I've never heard this before. I can't believe it missed me. This is full of jokes. This is free jokes.
Dude, yeah.
This shit is crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, Dean Browning is not a gay black guy. But so what's even better about that saga is that, like, again, the guy that he found was actually a gay black guy, and he posted a video, and he actually said, "I am this guy, and this is what I said, and like this is the quote." I'll have to find it.
Yeah, they went some deep digging.
All right. You know what? I no disrespect, guys, but I'm done with this.
Okay. It's cool.
I'm done with this.
It was fucking hilarious, though. You know, especially in terms of troll accounts. It's funny how fucking legislators are doing that shit too.
Man, dude, like,
what have you been? What have you been doing fun, Dylan?
I mean, I've been trying to figure out how to fucking work. The only thing I've been doing that's fun is honestly playing fucking Assassin's Creed. But
really,
playing what?
Yeah.
Valhalla.
Yeah, dude.
I heard it's cool. I don't play Assassin's Creed. But I do like the video game, like the idea of being a fucking assassin with a missing finger, right?
Is he missing a finger?
I don't think. Well, like, no, I don't think this guy is. So
wait, in the original Assassin's Creed, right? You're a new apprentice assassin, and the way you join the Assassin's Guild is you have to give up your finger, your pinky, and it's replaced by a blade. So you can walk around.
That's what it was. Is that what it was?
Hell yeah! So it was
I thought it was just a hidden blade.
It's a hidden blade, but the pinky, you cut off the pinky for space, so it could come off.
Well, so the whole thing about the game is that like you can just like it's like
you
a stiletto
thing. Fingering with your pinky.
Yeah, you don't need your pinky.
You
really.
just hate her. Fuck you.
What if she just got that tight?
Fuck no, that just sounds like
then
a homicidal dildo.
You use the other hand. You're really into it.
Oh, God.
Vice grip that hoe up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's basically just a little hidden blade, and they cut it. I remember that very vividly. They cut the pinky off. I know I'm not lying about that, but you've been playing video games.
Yeah, so I've been doing that, and then actually, I've been helping someone build a website. I don't know if do you remember Julian, the guy that's funeral we went to a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I remember. I know
so his mom is doing a nonprofit site for a bunch of like healthcare workers and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
And Robert actually got me hooked up with her because she needed help building the site and everything like that. So I've been helping her put together a bunch of stuff. She's putting like tea cakes or something like that out there, and she's selling like 1,000 a day to people out in Texas or something. So she's trying to figure out how to keep up with all the orders, and she can't do it. So she's like, I need some kind of like order form or something like that. I was like, okay, well, I'll build a website for you. So I've been putting that together over the past week and a half, too.
Damn, she hustling, bro.
Dude, she is. She's got a lot of shit going on. And like it was supposed to be done by Friday, but she hasn't got the pictures together for me yet. So when she gets that together, we'll start having... I mean, it's all up and running right now. It's Exquisite Legacy by JJJ. I think it's... Yeah.
That's cool. Well, shout out to that.
I feel that missing deadlines.
Yeah. Sorry, it's not as funny as like most other stuff, but I mean that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
no, I'm saying I know because I missed the deadline Friday. John was with me when I missed it.
Yeah. Wait, no, what happened with that? Wasn't that like some contractor was fucking up or something?
Yeah, just some bullshit work bullshit that you got to deal with.
Yeah, work bullshit is real.
Yeah, I besides trying to get these comedy shows going, bro, keeping comedy alive, I ain't really done too much. Because I don't. Man,
so list them. What do we want to list them?
I can list them. I mean, like
what are the potential? You have like a couple potential shows.
Yeah, potential. Okay, so potentially I got 3 more.
What do we have right now?
There's only thing that's happening right now is me.
High Tone.
It's High Tone on Tuesdays and then Growlers on Thursdays. Right?
Both at 8.
Both at 8. It used to be
these
also...
These are open mics?
Yes, open mics, okay. Right? Comedy open mics. Right. And it used to be Mondays also at the Comedy Gent with LaToya. So that left approximately 4 days that was open, right? Oh, shit. My bad, guys. My bad. It's an alarm.
Silence all cell phones?
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
I actually remember this time. I think my phone's gone off in every fucking episode except for this one.
Hell yeah, it has. So
you should put that in the intro, your phone going off.
Yeah. So basically I got those 2
Tuesday and Thursday. You said High Tone and Growlers, right?
Yeah, High Tone and Growlers, and they're pretty fun. You know what I'm saying,
dude? Like, weekly. How are you pulling off these fucking weekly shows? God, dude, you know how much better I would get if I had a weekly show?
Yeah, but you get to perform now again weekly. You feel what I'm saying? Like before we didn't have that.
Yeah, but you're up and down. Up and down. You're on stage.
Oh yeah.
Like definitely. People like hosting, I feel like helps you more.
That's what Henry was telling me. Henry Coleman.
Yeah.
But he was like, I don't, sometimes his advice be sounding like supervillain advice, like comedy supervillain advice. Like, yo, I don't give a fuck about other comics. It's your show, so you can fuck about yourself. Do as much time as you want. 30 minutes here, 5 minutes here, whatever. I was like, but it's for the comics, to tell jokes.
Little comedy devil on this side.
Right.
No, but he's right.
But he's right though. You gotta be selfish. The game is the game. You know
yeah, because like they come for like if you do what I told you at Growlers, people will come back just to see you.
As far as what? What do you mean?
What is going on?
What? What do you mean?
What's that noise?
I thought you had your dryer
in the background.
Your washing machine.
Yeah, it's a washing machine.
Yeah.
Damn.
So, but what advice did you give me? I'm sorry.
like go up to people. Are you here for comedy?
Oh yeah. Most definitely.
Be a good host.
Right.
Wait, hang on one sec. Just pause just for a couple of seconds.
Okay.
I can get a sound print off of that. Okay, good. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. So
we got the sound print.
Yeah, and it stopped.
Talking about new ways of editing.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
So, yeah, just like interacting with the crowd.
being gracious, inviting.
Right.
And that's when I was saying like go softer when you have a heckler.
Right.
Because you can't spoil the show.
I know, and it's my natural, like, as a comedian, as a, with like limited hosting experience, like it's my inclination and training at this point to shut down a heckler as fast and hard as possible.
Just
you know what I'm saying?
What you need if you I feel like if you give them a soapbox for a minute, they'll shut up. But unless they're drunk.
Yeah,
if they're drunk,
I've seen Tommy take out fucking hecklers the best, like at open mics and shit like that. And it's funny because he does what you're saying. He gives them like a couple of seconds or whatever to make their point, and then just fucking annihilates them.
Yeah, like if because you step in immediately and you're like, "Shut the fuck up, sir,"
Yeah,
and it's like what?
Kind of a vibe killer.
Yeah. It kills the room.
Right, because people were having fun
instead of making just a joke about them.
Right.
Yeah, because I did that at the Bluff one day, and it was like a summer show, and the sunlight was still going, but they were drunk.
Yeah,
and they just constantly heckled, and then this bitch just kept going while I was on stage, and I said, "Hell nah, bitch, you need to shut your fucking cunt mouth."
Right,
And when I did that, everybody turned on me, but they had been heckling the entire show.
Right.
So it didn't matter. I was too mean. Right. And you're like, how was I too mean? They were fucking it up for everybody for an hour.
Right. But
there's a way to handle it.
Yes, there's a proper way to handle it, especially as the host, the main guy. Right.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel that, dog, and I appreciate it. And your advice did work too, because that chick that was there, that young girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
That she was thinking about going up.
Yeah, she went up.
No, she didn't. But she said she's coming back and bringing all her friends.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
So just because I was, like you said, nice, inviting, and I usually am that way for anybody who's a prospective comic, because I remember being like lost as fuck.
Yeah,
bro.
but the audience matters. At your show, the audience matters more than the comics.
Yes, you're right. You're right, because they will have to understand. I don't care if they do, but they will have to.
Because even if you're paying, you need the audience to pay the comics. The audience has to come first.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, and think about it too. Like the comics are also looking to you as like almost like a guiding light too. You know what I mean? That's not they're gonna watch what you do and they're gonna learn from it. They're not necessarily gonna like just sit there and like be contentious with you. At least they shouldn't be.
Well,
right?
the comedy's a rough game, bro. There's a lot of personalities. So the things that I'm annoyed with, somebody else might not be. Right? Like I was like the taboo thing would, to me, growing up, right? I'm still young in the game, but to me, it was like a host doing too much time in between each comic, right? Especially because we're trying to trudge it out here in a non-club, right? A comedy club adds a certain level of value, or
makes it easier to laugh. You think?
No, it's not that. It adds prestige to it, right? Like you're going here for this. Like you go to a steakhouse for the steak. Right. You're going to a comedy show for the comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you're expecting it more.
Exactly. And you're probably more geared to laugh. You probably, you know what I'm saying? Like you went out for this specifically.
Yeah.
Versus being at a bar, which, surprise comedy show. This is why I've always said, we said this before between me and you, Jackson, that like Memphis comics got this like deeper, when they go out of town, we got this deeper sense of, we do super well out of town because we've played in the most unfriendly circumstances consistently.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
That like I remember this, and any Memphis comic that had listens to the episode will know. But the cats from some cats came down from Little Rock, right, and they hit the P&H when he was super jumping, right. Like the night was loud. There was like 100 people in there, front to back. The patio,
I miss that.
Yeah, I do too, bro. And the patio was fucking jumping too, right? And so I have already finished my shit. I'm in the back smoking weed with the comics, and this motherfucker comes in the back bitching, like legitimately bitching about how he drove this for however long, and then the crowd, he was hating on the crowd, right? I was like, nah, bro, you a pussy comedian because you were absolving responsibility, right? And he didn't want me to, he didn't want to hear that, and then that's
his job,
right? And that starts the me saying that to that individual, and then a different instance, like a couple weeks later, starts the hate on John Miller crowd in Little Rock, right?
Dude, well, Little Rock, I mean, they got the hate on Jackson Maness crowd too.
Right. So it is what it is, but
it's a pretty big city though. I think you can carve it up a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not actually, I don't really care to have like work in Little Rock. I don't really find it appealing. Like it's like, I
mean, I don't
tinier Memphis.
Yeah, but
let me ask you, do you think that Little Rock is contentious the same way that Memphis is for Little Rock comedians? Do you think that they
no, because a lot of Little Rock, it's not everybody, and I like a lot of Little Rock comics.
Yeah, there are definitely a handful of dudes that I fucks with. You know what I'm saying, like heavily. But I'm wondering
if it's like a different style or something.
They're just in it for the comedy. They're not in it for the community and the drama, high school shit.
Yeah.
Like they're in it to do comedy.
Right.
And that's why we like them, because they're focusing on their comedy. They're doing their comedy.
Right.
And we're talking about comedy.
Right.
And when we get off stage, you're like, that was rough. Like, damn, son, here's a tag. Like, it's not drama fueled.
Yeah, it's more of a community thing, and I'm not just trying to harp on those guys because of my past experience with a couple dudes from that town.
Yeah,
you know
true.
What I'm saying?
Same.
Like that's immature to even paint that whole picture, right? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I was asking. Like, you want to like just not go to Little Rock anymore just because of those people? Or
well, no. Like, if I get work, if someone calls and pays me, like I gladly go. You know what I'm saying? Like, but
you're not going there for like an open mic or anything.
Yeah, Nathan's creating or like got in with some dude over there that's got like a bunch of different shows.
Oh, yeah. Nathan's cool with Alexi, the dude from South America, right?
Yeah.
And he's serious about comedy, and he's also not pussy. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like he has all the tools that will make me like a person. You know what I'm saying? And that's why Nathan's working with them, because he's also a cool dude and not on that bullshit.
Yeah.
Right? And I think he has an in with the local comedy spot, right? They have like a fucking cafe deli / comedy venue. It was called was that called the Joint?
The Joint. Yeah.
So it's a. I mean, when I've gone up there and had a show, and they have like a consistent crowd that comes only for comedy. And when I brought all that up because they came down here to the PNH, which was our premier open mic, right, for the week, and some dudes were bitching about their time there. Right now, to finish this, they have 2, if not 3, kind of comedy venues. Also, they're all their bar shows that they do, individually. So it's like they have they've been playing on what I would imagine easy mode, right? Like if you have a club that caters to comics, it's great. It's great for your development because you're actually getting legit time. You're getting legit state. You know what I'm saying? You're in front of a real crowd, right? But what about the trenches, right? There's the reason why the Marines have this like distinction in American armed forces, because of the grit that they have, right? Like they're first in, first out, right? Like
you're comparing me to a Marine.
Not you per se, but
I think he's grouping into Memphis comedians. So
yeah. It's just like
you're just saying it's harder to do comedy in Memphis.
Bro, I've been a lot of places telling jokes, right, and coming back home. Maybe because it's part of it because it's home, but
I think when you leave, the 5 minutes you're saying, and it works in town, but you're never doing that set in town, so you take that set out of town and you do better. Because it's established, but you just don't do it anymore, so you have more bad sets because you're doing new jokes.
Of course, yeah. But that's the you just described the process in and of itself, right? That's what building an act is.
But where do you do most of your comedy?
In town, because I live here.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is that if we lived in New Orleans or Chicago or places that had a stronger comedy culture, that had fucking not only a slew of bar shows, like, because there's some places that got both the trenches and the tippity top. Like New York City is that case, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you can perform every night of the week, 5 times a night. And then if you're any good or famous or whatever, you have
right now.
No, not right now. No. But I'm saying that was the
pre-pandemic.
Yeah. pre-pandemic formula for comedy there, and then they had they had 5 of the most well-known comedy clubs in the country, all in the same city. You know what I'm saying? Like Gotham, the Comedy Cellar, NYC, the Stand. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a legitimate reason why a New York comic would be quote unquote better than a dude from Miami who only has the South Beach Improv, and he has to do what we're kind of doing here, which is like create comedy to get good at it, to move on. You know, and so you said I am trying to start a couple of new nights in town, right? Because I believe that not only is comedy like a community effort, but it's like if I don't all the stuff I want out of comedy, right? I can't bitch about it if it's not in town and I'm not doing anything to alleviate the problem.
True.
You feel what I'm saying? Like
I feel that. I feel the exact same way with Grit 901, you know?
Right.
Like, you can't be mad at people not liking the music scene if you're not doing anything about it, you know?
Right,
so
right,
you gotta
right.
create the scene for them to be able to log into or whatever.
Exactly, exactly. So, you know, there are people that people tried to make venues, or convince venues to do whatever the case may be, and they, you know, Rob. When I first moved back home, Rob Love was ending this excellent show out in I think it was Cordova that he had right before Chuckles had opened up, and it was pretty popping, like it full room all the time, blah blah blah. But I think the issue is that there hasn't been I don't want to say culture, but there hasn't been a concerted effort to
keep it going,
and to establish it in the eyes of the greater Memphis community, right?
It hasn't been tried by the internal comedic community.
No, I'm talking about the people don't know. If people know you can go down to Beale Street and catch an up and coming blues artist, Memphis Flippers, you know, that's a part of Memphis culture. Yeah. Beale Street has this going on, right? That's why we were harping on getting a show down on Beale, because it's like if you could be a part of the mind state of the city, right? Like, okay, in Nashville, you know, and this I'm not comparing myself to a major sports team, but like the Predators have clout because not only are they the only hockey team in for 100 miles, but they're good. They have like hometown support, right?
Yeah.
It's like, you remember when the Grizzlies were shit when we were little, but now the Grizzlies had a couple good runs. They had the grit and grind era, right, with Tony Allen and Zach Randolph, all that shit. So now we actually have internal Memphis love for our organization.
Yeah.
You know, let me ask you, how do you get Memphis fans in the same level as the New York Jets style fans,
right,
for comedy? You know
exactly.
what I mean? Like people that like they would never win a Super Bowl ever. You know what I mean? Like the Jets fucking suck, but at the same time they have such hardcore fans. They're going out and they're seeing every game and they want it.
They're very similar to the Raiders fans, right? Like I don't care, and maybe it's or
even the Cleveland Browns fans,
right? And I think it's how do you
Cleveland Browns beat the Titans this week?
Yes, they did.
Oh,
I think it's establishing
last week.
I think it's establishing a because deep love for something comes from over time and like having values. So like why do people love the Bulls? Because Michael Jordan made them the best team in the world for almost a decade. Do you feel what I'm saying? And so like how would you get people to love Memphis comedy, right? It would have to be like the next Eddie Murphy comes out of Memphis.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's something astronomical. A Black Swan event has to happen, right? Like
you're right.
Tyler Perry has to like say like I'm filming my next 5 movies in Memphis because the comedic talent, like it has something outside of Memphis has to stamp Memphis, whether it be from
no, I agree.
A unicorn coming out of town or multiple unicorns.
Well, and remember that was the attempt to try to make Memphis into this new like entertainment like city industry or whatever when they did that Bluff City thing that came through.
That worked.
It didn't because Bluff City got canceled. So
what's Bluff City?
Bluff City Law.
City Law. Yeah.
Oh, but that show was trash.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
the reason why it was trash, and this is why I think it's important, is because the way that the city put like the whole like deal together is that they basically gave them like carte blanche to do whatever they want, but they said you have to show off the city when you're doing it, right? So they had to go to all of these like really kitschy places and like make it look like a fucking commercial that would be like, you know, broadcast to the entire fucking like nation.
Well, no, I think the acting was bad.
Well, I mean, it was that, but again, it was bad because they weren't able to get drama into the scenes. They weren't able to like
yeah, because it wasn't captivate. It wasn't a captivating show. So like it was in Memphis, but I don't think Memphis had anything to do with that show not working.
One of the things that pissed me off, they were like downtown. I think they were at like the Majestic or something like that, and then they like had like some barbecue platter thing in the front. I'm like, who the fuck is getting barbecue downtown on Main Street? You know?
Yeah.
No one is getting barbecue downtown on Main Street. Right. So it's just one of those things that's like out of touch from the city.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why it failed, is because it was just an out of touch thing. But the reason why that it came here is because they were giving all kinds of discounts to the production team so they could do all that stuff. Right.
And that's like a combination of like politics and art mixing together, you know what I'm saying? That's why Atlanta
is that what comedy would have to do with the city in order to get someone who's like in like big, like, you know, outside of the city or whatever?
Well, see, I think Memphis has a size, it's a size issue, right? It's like people skip over. I remember when Jerry Seinfeld came through a couple years ago, right? I didn't get to see him because I didn't have money to go, but he was at the Orpheum, and then the next day he was in Nashville for 2 days, I think, right? Well, why didn't he stay in Memphis for 2 days? Was because just the size of the show, right? Like, it's not enough Seinfeld fans, not enough comedy fans in town for him to support the stop. So, like anything else, if the money is not here, right? It's like, we know that the Memphis Barbecue Festival, or what's that shit called? Memphis in May, when you know, when everything is popping downtown for a whole month, it's because the whole world knows about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and so the city shows up. The shit
is an international stamp.
Yeah. So it's a different level of awareness and concerted effort, right? What?
I was just gonna say, like, what I think you're getting at is as a comic in the city of Memphis, you could capitalize on making a move, like getting on Beale Street, to try to grab some of that, and then that would elevate not only yourself but
the rest of the scene.
Yes,
the rest of the scene, right? So it's like, oh, in Memphis, okay, so
or if like a hot sketch show.
Wait! I said I was gonna call you last night, but I didn't because I knew you was your girl, and I don't know if we should. Did I tell him I was gonna?
If you want to say it and edit it out later, we can.
Okay, just do me a favor and bleep the name of this venue, okay?
Okay.
Oh, and the person.
Okay.
Hayden got Jerry Lee Lewis.
What?
Hayden got Jerry Lee Lewis. Exactly, he got it.
That's gonna be a shit show.
That's major, bro. That's fucking major. Like what?
Yeah.
Hayden, our buddy, right? We don't see him too often because he's a firefighter, right? Yeah. And he got a pretty new Brazilian girlfriend, but
taking up all of his time.
yeah, real shit. So I saw him the other night when Will came down for the first show, right? And he told me that he fucking secured the deal, and he's like, yeah, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I was a little drunk, right? So
is it Hayden singularly?
Hayden.
Okay.
By himself. You know what I'm saying? Like, Hayden, like, what, he started like a year after you, right? Like, we
started at the same time.
Same time?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Because yeah. He went away for a year because of his firefighter training. That's what happened, right? He went away for a little while. But, dog, that's what I'm saying, like, the exact same thing we're talking about, right? Like, so now there is an oasis in the desert of Memphis comedy, right? Like, so now we've filled that gap. The gap that we saw, we filled it. Outside of us, Hayden got it now, right? So if we all support, we all come down and do the shit, it's gonna really pop.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's like Jerry Lee Lewis is already a shit show.
Yeah.
Already, like, dude, I can't tell you how many times me and my friends would go down and was like, what are we doing this weekend, guys? And we always swear we're not going back to Jerry Lee. What the fuck do we end up at? At Jerry Lee. And then one of our other homeboys, you know, he's way into white girls. He'd be like at Tin Roof across the way, right? Across the street, like, and it's like, so we're all stumbling out 3 o'clock in the morning. I was like, oh, you secured another whale, like, you know, like, right? I see, and then we all, but you know, it's the fucking energy is always there. It's built-in energy. Yeah. So yes, it'll raise the tides. I'm just really hoping that some other event happens, and maybe I have to force it. You know what I'm saying? Like I was telling you.
Do you think that's really a Black Swan event scenario?
Yeah.
I mean, so that's a comedian getting a well-established venue.
Yes.
That's
some umph. Where is that? It's like I don't want to toot my own horn, but it's like the Bluff is a nice venue.
Yeah, when you got the Bluff, bro, I told you I was excited for you at the PNH when you told me, right?
Yeah.
Because I had walked in there 4 different times. They turned me down each time.
Yeah.
And then you're like, you were scratching your head, not confident. I was like, bro, I'm right down the way on the same block. The reason why I went to the coffee shop is because the Bluff turned me down 4 times.
Yeah.
On God. I was like super excited because it's like now we have something in the college area that's real.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be so excited about this, man, but it's like right now in the infancy of my fucking career, I'm not even on the road yet, right? And if I can't make my fucking town worth it, then what's the point?
That's so well, it's like you can go on tour every week basically in the same city.
Yeah.
You know, the same people aren't going to be at the same shows if they're run well.
Yeah.
You know, and like if they're major venues, you know, like downtown or something,
right,
then you can get different, diverse traffic because the venue will sell the comedy show just by being at the venue.
Right.
And then you get clout, and then you're in front of more people, and you just have to do it. You have to grind it out in that situation to where eventually in Memphis, Tennessee, these are the comics.
Yeah, and then look, this like I've been saying this. I'm gonna say it again on our public platform. Thank you, Dylan, for doing this for us. Memphis, we have the same thing that Boston supposedly had 30 years ago, right? Where Bill Burr, Joe Rogan, Patrice O'Neal, all these guys were all like, not New York comics. They're Boston comic, Massachusetts comic, right? But they supposedly there's this like crazy run where like 14 of the major like white or black comics came out of Boston at a certain run, right? And it's like, damn, I think we got the same. I watched this documentary and I was like, I think we have the same type of scenario, right? We got the grittiness, we have the personality differences. You know what I'm saying? Like, just if we were to go from white to black, we have 7 different black comics and 7 different white comics. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And we got
whatever happened to that guy that was on the Kevin Hart thing?
He moved to Colorado.
Fuck. Okay.
Oh, Johnny Bradsfield. Right, okay. Yeah. So, bro, I hated somebody that I hated when he got that shit, bro, because I felt like I dropped the ball. Like, oh my God, I hated when he got that because Johnny's good. I like Johnny.
Yeah, he was funny,
but fuck, bro, I won. He's like, God damn it, he got the young black man spot. I'm fucking mad, bro. So, it was a quota. It was like, okay, we got old black man, old black woman, young black man spot goes to Johnny.
There's not.
No. I fucked up. I know I fucked up. I was mad that I fucked up on that show, right? But
so you tried out for it?
Oh yeah, I did 2.
How did that go?
It was fine. Like I was telling jokes. I was at Rock House of all places, right? And one of the producers was in town early. He's a comic and a comedy producer as well, right? So he's just in town checking it out, and he's like, "Yo, you have what we're looking for, at least a little bit. Show up here to tell some more jokes." And I did, right? And then it was like, "Okay, great, you did that great then that time too." So now we went to the actual like filming of the tryout, right? So it's like then everyone starts saying Kevin Hart's Heart of the City's coming through, whatever. And it was at the brewery that's downtown. What's the shit called?
High Cotton or something? Or?
Yeah, no. High Cotton.
Really?
Yeah, it's High Cotton. He was that one.
That's the one everyone's been doing their shit at. So.
Yeah, exactly. That it was there, and so I just went up and tried to tell him. I remember I fucked up on my last joke, and I love this joke. It was my Roots in the Animated Series joke, and it just didn't go over well. And then when I got off stage, I knew I fucked up because I had them laughing for 3.5 minutes straight, and then a very, very silent 4th, 5th minute. You feel what I'm saying?
I hate that.
Yeah,
I hate that.
Tough. And so I got off stage like when the producer dude looked at it was an old white man that was sitting in front who was clearly like some sort of litmus test, right? I don't know. I don't think he was official in any way, right? But everybody in the crowd was following him. If he laughed, everybody laughed. If he didn't laugh, nobody laughed, right? This old white man was the litmus test, and he kind of like he loved all my shit and hit me with the Jordan shrug, like what happened? Yeah. I'm like I don't know, and then I look back at the producer, he's shaking his head like he didn't even talk to me for the rest of the night, like damn. Yeah, he was just like, and that's what happened when you bomb.
That's show business, man.
You become a leper. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit's real.
Yeah. It's just one night though, you know.
I know. That shit affected me very heavily for a little while.
But did you stay in your jokes?
Yes, I did.
That's where you fucked up.
Yeah, I did. So, but you know.
Yeah, that's what Rob Lowe was talking about last time. We were like going freestyle on a couple of things.
Uh-huh.
And kind of like tunes everything up.
Yeah. I didn't. I was too bookended. You know what I'm saying? I was like, I'm gonna tell this joke, right? And then I guess I didn't realize that the order had mattered at this point in time for this particular crowd, because you know you might not have seen me recently, but I don't give a fuck about topic jumping, right? I go from A to Q. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Well, you couldn't do that this time. There was no cohesiveness, so people were like, "You fucked up, dude. Real fucked up. Can't put that on TV." Right. So whatever.
You recognize that, you know?
Yeah, now I know. You know what I'm saying, but that was 3.5 years ago. I was in my 5th year of comedy. Now I'm in my 8th year of comedy, and I know better. But I still haven't gotten that's what annoys me. It's like building, like we're doing this to build content for people to find us for later, right? Like you as an audio producer, us as comedians, this helps whatever. You feel what I'm saying?
All about the portfolio, man.
Right. And so it was like the portfolio, like you think about the portfolio that Joe Rogan has, right? Not only does he have like not like just
talk about a busy ass motherfucker,
right? He interviews so many different types of people, right? And then the catalog is so dense and deep, you can find something for anybody. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
That's why actually I saw a Family Guy sketch the other day. It said they've officially crowned Joe Rogan as king of all the dumb people.
Right, there you go. And like it just as a fucking like a way to point at something, like that's the target. Everyone wants the Joe Rogan title, right? Like like my man is the king of podcasts right now.
He's the king of fucking everything, I swear.
Right, yeah. And so how does, like, we have to do something, right? Like something has to happen, and I really wish something, like, and I can't wish it. I just got to make it happen, right?
Absolutely.
This is why. Okay, if anybody hears this episode when it comes out, it might come out a couple of weeks later, right? In a few weeks. If anyone hears this episode, John Miller of Memphis, Tennessee, is looking for a talented and fearless videographer and editor. I'm putting it out in the fucking universe, and they need to be fearless. No pussy shit. Okay, like I want big balls.
December 2020.
Big balls.
Big balls.
Big old balls.
Right.
Wait, what is that? What does that even mean?
Well, I just don't like.
Means they're not bitches.
Right.
Well,
and people
so like is there like a bitchy cameraman that's like not wanting to do something you're wanting to do or something?
I will not speak on that topic, right? What I will say is that I thought I had somebody that I could count on, and it didn't work out, right?
Right.
And so this is why I'm putting it out, because that's, I think, the final puzzle piece, right? If we get Jackson, dog, you got some good jokes, right? Mm-hmm. You get 20 clips of all your good jokes, right? Mm-hmm. You will be an internet sensation in a year. Truly. I'm not even saying that. And look, it sounds ridiculous for you to even hear that from me, right? Yeah. But this is like, I seen the landscape.
Yeah.
I know what works. I know what doesn't work. Why does some shit that is trash works? Because it's packaged well.
Yeah.
We're not packaged at all. Your grandmama's a world famous soup ain't world famous until we put it in Kroger.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we're not on YouTube that heavily. We're not on anything that heavily. Yeah. And so we need to put the coke out. We have cocaine, but we're not selling it.
Yeah.
I seriously believe that, bro. We're sitting on bricks.
And we keep talking about fucking comedy and we don't make jokes on our podcast.
I'm just a producer.
Yeah. Look, I don't. You're right. We're gonna watch this episode and we were like,
what we're saying is
it's still too serious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at the baby's butt.
Yeah.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
Actually,
we got a Christmas tree.
We got a Christmas tree. You know what? You getting your parents? You getting
Santa Claus?
Are you getting anybody anything for Christmas?
I don't know.
Dylan, Hanukkah for you? Anybody want jokes? I got jokes, guys. I'm funny. I got jokes. I'm just
Kwanzaa for you.
Yeah, yes, Kwanzaa. I'm passing out kente cloths.
Interestingly enough, my sister's fucking professor invented Kwanzaa. I had no idea Kwanzaa was that fucking new.
Yeah.
Like it's like 66.
Yeah, your sister's professor?
Yes, he literally invented Kwanzaa. Like I thought she was like one of those like California things where like they're like, oh yeah, no,
I
you
can look
discovered,
it up. I can't remember the dude's name, but
he is, and he actually like just
which
glossed
sister?
over it.
Which,
Sarah.
Your sister with what?
Yeah,
she went to college in California.
She's still going. Yeah,
still.
Yeah, no, don't talk shit. I was in college for 7 years. Whatever.
Well, Dylan, you're my friend. Your sister's not my friend. I forgive you.
She's changed her major a bunch. That's
okay.
all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, for real? Still? Isn't Sarah 2 years younger than me? 3 years?
It's like I had no idea that Kwanzaa was that fucking new, man. Like have you ever celebrated Kwanzaa? Like I actually do celebrate Hanukkah like once a year. You know what I mean? Just like one night or whatever.
Oh, you talking about not the whole 8?
Yeah,
because everyone celebrates Christmas once a year.
Yeah, and then well, because so Hanukkah is expensive as shit. You know, if you have to buy like one like really good gift every single night,
and you're a Jew,
right? So that's not gonna happen. It's like not with the kind of Jews that I'm with.
Like this man is like he's so Jewish he will step on his own religion. His own religion is like I can't pay for Hanukkah, so we're not having Hanukkah.
No, let me put it
we're doing one day this year.
No, like so legitimately, my grandmother would tell my dad when he was getting like a new school shirt or something like that, like in August. You remember this when Hanukkah comes around.
Wow.
You know?
This is your Hanukkah. This is your
Hanukkah gift in August.
Damn.
A new shirt.
Well,
congrats.
Yeah, you know. I was talking to the chick that's that works at Growlers, right? You haven't been there yet, right? But
Growlers.
I was talking to her like, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm Jewish." I was like, "Damn, you're Jewish?" And it's like,
she looks Jewish.
But I don't know any Jewish looking chicks. Yeah, I don't know any Jewish looking chicks.
Black hair.
Black. Is that it? Is that all it takes? Like all white women with black hair are Jews?
And a certain skin tone.
I say it has nothing to do with the nose. Nothing to do with the nose.
I'm not going to go there.
She didn't really have a big nose. What I'm saying is I was surprised because she didn't have like the telltale. She didn't have a yarmulke. She didn't have
women don't wear yarmulkes.
I know. That's the fuck jokes, guy. You asked for fucking jokes.
That wasn't. You were serious.
That's a good clip.
What do you want from me? You said you were serious. You thought.
Yeah, quit lying.
Women wear yarmulkes. I know this.
These Jewish ladies are fucking not believing in God. They're not showing their faith.
They're not remembered that God is above them.
Is that what that means?
Isn't that what that is?
I have no idea.
It's not.
Again, I'm a terrible Jew, man.
In the Bible, in most holy books, they tell you you must cover your head, right? Like you have to cover your crown of your head. So it's like that's why even like
that's why they wear tin hats.
Even like cardinals wear the tiny little Pope hat. You know what I'm saying? The little Jew hat. You seen like
the crown shit. But isn't that? Do you think because like where and when those were written, it was hot as fuck and the sun was beating down on them?
And like
no, it's actually probably because they were like they were
like,
super far away from the crowd. The crowd needed to tell who the fuck the Pope was.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, I'm not talking about the Pope. I'm just talking about in general the idea that in most holy books
you have to cover your head.
Yeah, because I mean, where did those holy books come from? You know, like monks
not getting sunburns.
Monks don't wear a hat. They shave their shit,
right.
And they're indoors and they're in what? Forests and shit.
I don't know. You asking me about monks? I ain't no monk.
Hey, I mean,
Tibet.
I've been blowing up a bunch of monk shit in Valhalla.
Man,
what does that even mean?
The fucking video game he's playing.
Oh,
yeah.
They got monks. I'm ripping their heads off.
You know, speaking on Vikings real quick, right? That's got to be. I was watching this show on Netflix called The Last Kingdom. Right, it's a pretty cool show, and basically it's about.
It's not one of those international shows, is it?
No. Well, international meaning like, is it like British?
Like the whole thing's in Gaelic?
No, it's in English, bro. It's fine. But it's basically the main character, he is both a Saxon and a Dane because his people, he was born a Saxon, right? Like basically a British dude, right? Yeah. But a certain part of I guess the island or whatever gets taken over by the Danes, right? And so all the English Christian kings are now trying to keep their they haven't come together yet. They're still like the king of Sussex and the king of this and the king of that. Right.
And you talk about racism too. Like that was another like thing that they were always like anti-Danes. Like Danes like disdained the Danes. Like
real. And it's because they were the Vikings. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were coming in hard body. Like all the fucking like. I mean, the show shows it pretty well, but but
taking their women.
Yeah, it's you're going in there taking the land, and they're also mad cocky with it too, right? It's like, okay, we're bigger and badder than all these dudes that we're fucking killing, right? No. So it's like, if you don't give us all your gold and silver, we're going in and raping and killing you. And then that's how like the Viking encroachment went on, right? They just power played it the whole time. And if it wasn't for the unity of the Anglos, they wouldn't. It was the Anglos and the Saxons. If they didn't actually unify, right? Like they would have been defeated by the Danes. Now it's like, isn't it a crazy idea? It's like white seafaring warriors went to other places where white folks were just to fuck their shit up. Not for fun.
Well, weren't they on drugs?
Norse were known for being on magic mushrooms specifically.
Well, you don't become a feared like historical warrior because of you're like the Nazis are hated right now because they were on fucking chocolate meth.
Yeah.
Wait, they were
chocolate meth.
They put meth in the chocolate. Do you understand the Blitzkrieg idea?
I knew they were juicing up with all kinds
continuous
of shit
war, right? Yeah. How did they bomb? How did the pilots bomb London for like 2 weeks straight? How?
Because they were doing 48-hour shifts.
Meth chocolate, bro. Meth chocolate. Because it's like you only have so many pilots. A pilot is a specialized position.
For real?
So now you got to imagine all these tripping balls, fucking Vikings coming in, just swinging axes, thinking that they're like, tearing apart pink elephants and shit.
Well, I've tripped before. I've never seen an elephant. I do know that if
you ain't fallen into the rabbit hole yet.
I guess not. But I do know that if there's a fucking like,
I haven't either. I'm just saying.
Shut the fuck up, Dylan. God damn it.
I'm just so impressed. I'm so impressed by the notion of these Vikings going and just fucking shit up. Like, and I think that's why they're fucking well known. Like, why are the Huns well known or whatever? They just fuck shit up, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn. To circle back to comedy, we should just fuck shit up, dude. Like, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, I don't know what else we got to do to start destroying shit.
Just fuck. No,
Viking
say
comedy.
the most crazy shit.
Just fuck shit up.
Fuck you. Like, it doesn't matter. PC, whatever. Fuck it.
Right. And,
no, we're going hard and we're telling the truth.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
No, I think you should have a Viking comedy segment.
It'd be tough. Like, I don't
Memphis Vikings comedy show.
Memphis Viking comedy.
The Memphis Vikings. Isn't that probably a little league team somewhere?
Yeah, it is.
Someone's gonna.
Yeah, we are a little league team.
Damn.
Yeah, really.
They're like, yo, what if we sponsored a little league team?
We fuck 13-year-olds up.
Wait, I was gonna say.
Actually, some 13-year-olds can whoop my ass. There's a 13-year out there right now that's 6'5".
Holy shit! What the hell has he been eating his entire life?
There's the dude that grows to be 6'11".
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, dude. I mean, look,
like those type of people just never stop growing.
There's a picture of like The Rock when he's like 15. He looks like a 30-year-old man.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
But it's like I watched this little video on YouTube about Samoans, right? Yeah. And they have like a super unique gene where they pack on fat and build muscles simultaneously without any adverse like what's the word I'm looking for? Adverse
health risk,
adverse risks from the fat gain. So it's like that's why they're like so like they're humongous people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, a lot of times squatty
they
and wide,
big, but they're solid. Though.
They're stupid solid, and it's because like this rare gene that like they're basically like bulls. You feel what I'm saying? Like you feed a bull and it just gets bigger and stronger, fatter, bigger and stronger. Yeah. Same thing for Samoans, bro. And that's why like we've seen The Rock go from being a humongous dude to an even more humongous dude.
Yeah, but his fucking training method is just.
You think it's TRT?
Yeah, a little bit.
It could be a little bit, but he's still a fucking Samoan giant.
Dude, the way if he describes his workouts, like, I mean, yeah, he could.
And he goes hard all the time. Like, I haven't seen him take a break.
You can watch it, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I don't think he's using, bro. I think he's just a Samoan. Some dudes are just Samoans.
I was saying, yeah, I don't think he's on testosterone or anything. I think he just has a strict regimen that he adheres to.
Yeah,
know?
Yeah. And then look, it's clear. The Rock proved it, right? The Rock proved it that, before he was a wrestler, he was a football player, right? He transitioned from being a motherfucking useless ex-athlete into being the most electrifying man in sports entertainment, all because of a bad attitude and muscles.
And now he's an actor.
And now he's the fucking biggest actor in the world, bro. Like, I'm not saying he's better than Leonardo DiCaprio or anything. He's not the best actor in the world. But everybody knows The Rock.
Yeah.
Everybody knows The Rock.
Yeah.
You know, it's I don't even get, like, he could really run for president. Like, folks talk shit about.
Not only do they know him as The Rock now, they know him as Dwayne Johnson. He's the only motherfucker I've ever seen who's known as your like your character, and he's full on transitioned into his like person. Other than like Colbert, you know.
Right. And it's like it's almost like the seamless thing, because when you talk about The Rock, you know we talk about Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
And
there's no other Rock. No other Rock.
Yo, that says something about branding and simplicity, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
can you smell what The Rock is cooking?
Right, yeah.
Still to this day.
That doesn't even make sense.
Still to this day, you know that phrase.
And wasn't the intro like some sizzle or something like that too? Like it started off like a...
Bro, the Rock's theme song, I have it on my phone saved on Apple Music, is one of the best fucking theme songs ever, bro. So much power in that shit.
Yeah.
I play it right before I go tell jokes.
Well, and even then, remember, his finisher move was the people's elbow, you know?
It was the rock bottom, and he had a few of them, you know what I'm saying? But this is all branding, right? They all have those things. They all have them. I'm just saying that, like...
So what can we do that The Rock is doing?
I think it's being magnetic, like people are drawn to you, is a combination of charisma, being like, the reason why we work out, or the reason why you run a lot, Dylan, is because we know that we don't want to be a slob. We don't want to be this, that, and the other. We want to be good looking in the eyes of the people, at the very least, right? There's no benefit from being a fat, ugly motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, The Rock just went hard on that.
Mm-hmm.
Think about people that you know who were big and good looking. It's hard for them not to go somewhere in life because you can't buy muscles. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I mean, you kind of could, but like,
honestly, the Barbie and Ken people know.
Yeah, but people know bullshit.
Yeah, you can see it. You can see in the back of your.
You're like, okay, those are some nice titties, but they're fake.
Right.
That's a nice ass, but it's fake.
Well, I'm even talking about the motherfuckers that are getting like fake triceps and fake biceps.
That's what I'm saying. That is the lamest fucking pussy shit I've ever heard.
I didn't even think that it was that deep, bro.
Dude,
you didn't?
They full on.
No, they'll do calves.
Yeah,
they'll do calves.
Swear to God.
Just
it's fucking people with mental illness.
Yeah.
Right.
It really is, man.
Right. It can't. It's
you hate your body that much.
It's no other explanation, but that's the whole body dysmorphia thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's I don't want to say this about people that are trans, but they're the same shit, right? Like,
it's similar.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm just thinking like
that's a loaded subject.
Yeah,
because we're shotgun blasting these.
Blah 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 blah. Nah, I'm not hating on the community, dude. I'm just saying that.
No, it's the truth. It's like it's a body dysmorphia.
Yeah. Right.
Whether it's cosmetic or not.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, it's fake titties.
So like, it's interesting too, because you talk to a lot of people who go from like one gender to the other and then back to like another gender or something like that, or like you talk to someone who's
talked to somebody that's done that.
Yeah. But again,
who?
It's the dude from our high school did that shit.
Yeah, and it's like well respected within the LGBT community around here. Like, does a lot of great shit for charity and stuff. But again, it's something that it's hard to kind of like talk shit about or whatever, because like it's such a personally psychologically invasive thing, you know?
What do you mean?
Like it's hard to call someone crazy who is like full on like wanting to change their appearance because they think they're someone else, you know? Like, I mean, it's easy to call that person crazy objectively. It's difficult to call someone crazy like that when you've grown up and you've known them your entire life and you know that they're not like psychotic, but you know on the same level that like they have
they have a thing.
Yeah.
They have a thing going on.
Right.
And just like everybody's got a thing going on, you know, but true. It's their thing happens to be that. But it's still a very small percentage, you know, and like it's not, you can't say, if you go statistically speaking, it's not normal, right?
No, not at all. And neither of them, like, I think one of their arguments that they would tell you that it's not normal, and that's the reason why they don't feel normal, is because they're internally not normal. And again, I'm not trying to say that I'm like, I don't know, because it's.
Are you pro-trans or are you anti-trans?
That's that's the box that I get put into, you know. But it's
I'm fucking with you. The thing is, it's like I feel like you can talk about it without being shitty and say the truth.
Well, see, so like that's the thing is because again, I actually believe that there is like a lot of psychological shit that goes into like trans dysmorphism and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but it's like again, it's hard for me to really say that like they're crazy because I've never experienced that. Like I understand. Like we talked about this a while ago. Like the Kanye West thing. You know what I mean? Like he has like manic episodes or whatever. Like I've experienced that firsthand. I understand what that is. I don't understand what it's like to wake up and like want tits on my chest.
Yeah.
Or like want to chop off my dick.
Yeah.
You know? And I can't for the life of me understand that. And there's no way to justify it other than it sounds crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely crazy, dog. Because anytime I...
But Dave Chappelle
but
does a
if
good job
gender,
of navigating that,
this is what I don't understand is like if gender doesn't have anything to do with sex, then like, how is it that you are willing to chop your dick off? You know,
right. Then that's the psychological piece that I don't understand. You know,
yeah, like
so that's why like it's
or rework it into a vagina, whatever you want to say.
And then how do you?
How
do you tell a 7-year-old that they might be trans or something like that? You know,
people be fucking telling kids. Well,
you can't. Well,
yeah.
A 7-year-old wouldn't fucking know.
Even a 7-year-old to argue, I think I'm trans or something like that. You know, like
that's a learned behavior.
Exactly. Like it. But again, that there are a lot of people that would say that like, okay, no, this is the way that I was born, you know, and I don't know. Yeah, but
it's if you didn't educate them about trans people or whatever, and they what you know, and they were that way, then I feel like that's a truer than just some of these people now, which I'm not like saying that some people are faking it. But I do think it is now an attention grab, especially the people that don't do the things such as Caitlyn Jenner. And, you know, it's like, you're like, okay, so Caitlyn Jenner, whatever, if she's crazy or not, she was dedicated to that cause. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She went and got titties. You know, like...
Well, I think she actually went ahead and did the whole surgery.
I don't know. But all I'm saying is like, for a grown-ass man to flip the switch like that, right. Like, yeah, okay, maybe there's... It needs to be learned. It just needs to be studied.
Yeah.
It just needs to be studied.
Yeah.
And you know...
Because, like, no matter how... Like, it is definitely... It's definitely unique, right?
Yeah, it's
like,
a phenomenon.
Yeah, it's like... It's like... And...
Like you said, it's not normal.
Well...
And no one thinks it's normal.
But think about this, though. Like, it's like fucking... What's that shit? Lady boys, like dudes wanting to like dress up as women and women being butch. That shit has existed forever.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because the Native Americans had a name, they had a word for it, just like we have transgender.
Right.
They had.
Yeah, they did actually. Yeah.
And that was 300, 400, however long years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So it's been happening, and I think because our bias as people, it's like things that are different and it's hard to explain. You call it crazy, right? Or whatever.
Exactly.
You know
Actually, that's one of the things that they've talked about, like in arguing what the difference between like gender and sex is nowadays. You know? It's like, okay, well, you don't know what the difference is, so you're fucking crazy, you know. And like, it's more defined than that. It's like just because it's not blue or green doesn't mean that it can't be like, you know, fucking turquoise or some shit, you know. Like not turquoise.
Well, I feel like when people say gender, they really mean the spectrum of feminine and masculine.
Yeah,
that's all they're talking about.
Yeah.
It's nothing else than that. Because there's
literally what my girlfriend studies. If you want, we could have a whole conversation where she just annihilates all of us back and forth on this.
Well, but what you know, it's like what is like Fender. You either have feminine traits or masculine traits. Mm-hmm. There's no other like.
Even
there's not another.
Mentality.
Well, but I'm saying like even if you say like if Caitlyn Jenner, she's trans, but she wants to be, you know, feminine. And that's what her calling has been her whole life, is to be feminine.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but she just suppressed that for forever.
Right.
And then came out. But that's all it is. It's a masculine, feminine. And it's like, yes, if it's a spectrum, then yeah, everybody's going to... Some people are in the dead center and don't want any part of anything.
Yeah.
They don't want to have sex at all.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's
there's some people who are like, there's the girlies of girls and the manlies of men.
Yeah,
we know that shit. You know what I'm saying? We all like you said, there's a spectrum from, I guess, A to.
Why are we talking about trans people?
I don't know.
You latched onto it, man.
Yeah,
I know. I went off on it.
Well, because I think you were saying like we can't be afraid to talk about shit. And I get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
But like again, we're trying to at least be And then maybe
don't say respectful, because fuck them.
No, that's what I'm saying. We're trying to be political. That's the problem, you know?
Y'all, okay, look.
Fuck everybody.
Okay, real quick. Okay, we were like a little hour plus in.
Yeah, about an hour 10.
Yeah. I'm hungry.
Yeah, before
we could start winding down.
Yeah, before we cut it, y'all seeing what's happening right now with the change of like content distribution with like HBO Max putting out all those like Hollywood movies,
that Christopher Nolan shit, yeah,
right? Have you seen that's happening?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like on Christmas Day, Wonder Woman that was supposed to be in theaters is going to be released on HBO Max at the same time, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, does this mean that did we just watch like the end of home like theaters happen like kind of softly and quietly? Because I
don't think it was softly and quietly. I think it was direct.
So last night on Saturday Night Live, who is it? Timothy Chalamet, was hosting and everything, and he closed out the show by wearing a Legendary Pictures hoodie on. And specifically because Dune was funded a lot by Legendary Pictures, but produced and distributed by Warner Media.
Right.
So Warner Media made the executive decision as executive producers that they're going to forego theaters and they're going to do like a hybrid method or something like that. So that means that there is now going to be all of this uncollected revenue from anyone who signed a Legendary contract, including Timothy Chalamet, right? So they don't have control over how Warner decides to distribute those rights, and that's why Christopher Nolan's fucking pissed.
Right. Because he was expecting worldwide movie funds,
right? And streaming media probably wasn't even a part of their agreement,
right?
You know,
definitely.
And now they're just pivoting because they have to make a move to survive, you know. But so I think there's going to be a lawsuit here soon. You're going to see Legendary Pictures. You're going to see whatever. I forget what Christopher Nolan's thing is, but I
have no idea who you're talking about. Just
the guy that did Dark Knight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like the director that did all of the Dark Batman series, he's done a lot of really cool
stuff. So what is it like because it's no longer like sales, actual hard sales?
It'll be off of plays online rather than off of ticket sales.
So he'll become the artist.
Well, essentially, yeah. So he has to reevaluate the way that he does his contracts.
How much money is going to be in movies then?
Maybe more, you know?
Oh, yeah, you're right.
We don't know. But that's the thing, is like all these people are pissed off because like they don't know what's going to happen, you know?
Well, I think that's the whole point. That's like that's why I asked you this question. It's like we've always been in uncharted territories this whole year, you know what I'm saying? But we're definitely in. I'm not even.
You really think the movie theaters are going to die?
I don't want them to. I'm just asking.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think that like your mom and pop movie theaters might die, you know?
You don't think people will just have more money and just build them in their houses?
I think they will do that.
And everybody will just have a movie theater.
But there's a different experience that you get when you go to like an IMAX theater.
Yeah,
it's
a communal. Right. It's a communal thing too, and it's it's some of these movies,
especially for a premiere,
bro. Some of these movies you have to see
Star Wars, like all the nerds that come out.
You have to see it with your peoples. That's what the whole point of it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you walk out and you're talking about it with your friends, but then the guy behind you was like, "Yo, that scene was crazy, bro." And then the lady in front of you was like, "Oh, I love that shit too." And so it's all a part of that because it's like going to a concert. You know what I'm saying? Like,
concerts aren't going away anytime soon.
Right?
Never.
But everything's on pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's like,
and they're not allowing people to do them.
Right. They don't care, and then they know someone's gonna, quote unquote, break the rules, not wear a mask. So I just wanted to ask y'all that before we get too deep into it. Are we cutting it here, y'all?
Yeah, we can cut it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Triple Barrel Podcast. Yeah, what's up?
Yep.
Boom.
Hang on. Throw out social medias again.
Find me on at John Andrew Miller.
I deleted all my social medias.
Okay.
If you want to find Jackson, call us at the Triple Barrel.
Triple Barrel Podcast. Find him there.
The Triple Barrel. See ya.